Alright, part 2 of the review. The game ramps up in difficulty here quite a bit. To compensate, it seems like there's a few more clocks, but there are a crapload more bees. So, it is even more important to get the skateboard and stay on the skateboard. It's been 6 or 7 bees so far. There's about one every second when you're on the skateboard. Notice they don't even have a chance. They don't have a chance to loop back around and try to get me a second time. As soon as they pass the first time, they're gone. So, again, that whole the skateboard sucks is just, you know, being retarded, basically, and not knowing. I mean, all you have to do is steer around everything. And again, the only thing you cannot jump are those park benches. In terms of obstacles, everything else is jumpable. Even though divider walls, the house divider walls, you can jump those corners, or sometimes they just put a big, one of the levels coming up where there'll just be a gap on one side, and you would think, based on James and Chris's reviews, that you're screwed. But even on foot you can jump anything you can jump on a skateboard. Jumping is not useless. It's actually one of the most important things. The more time in the air, in this game you spend in the air, the less you're gonna die, the less you're gonna get hit. So, and I get an extra guy right here, but it's hard to hear. We're at 30,000. So you get an extra man every 30,000 points, which is nice. Is this game feeling repetitive yet? I think so. It does, in terms of, if you're one of those gamers that you like a challenge and you just want to say I beat it because I could and very few other people did, then yeah, you might want to just, you know, find this game or, you know, acquire this game and give it a shot. It's a little harder than it looks, but it's not really that difficult. If you played it as a kid, you know what I mean. I mean, it's not the impossible game they make it out to be. I mean, if you want a challenging game, like a almost impossible game, there are games that have those reputations. But this one's is unfounded. To call this game super challenging is just totally missing the point. I've already blown through, what, 3 or 4 of those levels now? And I don't claim to be some kind of gaming god. I know I'm not. Very casual gamer. I played this game a little bit as a kid. And I'm up to 5 guys now, so I have a shot at getting the last level. I've never beaten the last level. I've gotten to the school dance and beaten that, and it's actually one of the easier mini-games, and it's actually one of... They don't even mention it in the other reviews. I guess they didn't get that far. That part got tough right there. But the mini-game at the school is actually really... If you know anything at all about music, I mean, if you've taken Music Theory 1, then you will almost immediately grasp the concept of what you're supposed to do. And at that point it becomes just a matter of knowing how to hit up and knowing how to hit left and right. It doesn't really take any skill at all. You just have to be able to know something about music and have a pulse, basically. Alright, we should be coming up on the minigame now. This one was, I wasn't really quite sure what this was all about, but it's sort of like the first minigame where you throw stuff. But the flip side here is you're trying to block all the incoming, I guess they're supposed to be kisses or hearts, but you block them with a book. And I guess if one makes it past, then you make out with your mom. So that's kind of an unfortunate thing if it happens, and it's the same kind of deal. You need, I believe it's 50, I'm not 100% sure on that. I fail the first time, I don't remember how many I get. Let's see here. It probably is 50, because I have 34, and that doesn't cut it. So it might be 50, it might be 60. It sucks, yeah, that it sends you back, but it only sends you back one sub-level. And the levels really aren't that long. I mean, if you're getting hit a lot, you know, you're losing time. I didn't really talk about this yet, but you'll notice down at the bottom you have time 200. So you don't lose lives when you're getting hit. You just lose time, and so there's two things that can kill you: running out of time at the bottom, and also letting the picture fade away. The picture of the three people. That's from the movie, obviously. Once the middle guy fades, you're done. So you can die about 3 or 4 times. Or rather, you can get hit 3 or 4 times and have everything stop. And you'll lose from the bottom the thing, the time factor. That's why getting the skateboard is so important, because it buys you margin for error. And, you know, you can get hit a lot more. If you've skateboarded through half the level, you know, you can maybe get hit 5 or 6 times and you'll still get through at the, you know, in the given limit. So, and I'm not playing very well here. I'm just kind of half-assing it. Once you pick up the bowling ball and then the skateboard, it makes the game easier. So we should be back at the cafe now. So that was kind of a shitty attempt. 13 seconds to go. So the game difficulty ramps up. More stuff to avoid, less time, less margin for error. But it's hardly impossible. It's not like, you know, Dragon's Lair. Do a Google search on, not a Google search, do a YouTube search on Dragon's Lair reviews. I'm drawing a blank on who Jedi did a review on Dragon's Lair. A couple other people did too. And okay, that's impossible. That stupid opening gate. That's impossible. This is just difficult or maybe challenging. I found this part to be actually pretty easy. You just have to keep your eye on the right side of the screen and just, you know, be semi-coordinated. So that would be probably why Chris couldn't do this, or get even halfway. If you think I'm being tough on Chris, I mean, the guy's a target. He stole half of James's videos. For some reason the sound cut out here. I don't know why I did that, but like you can see, I got 74, so that's definitely enough. And at this point it's gonna say, good job, go to the school dance. Alright, see you guys in part 3.